This low traffic neighbourhood scheme, in principle, sounds very, very nice, clean air. What's the problem with it? Explain it.
Well, basically, firstly, it's undemocratic because every time there's been a so-called consultation with very loaded questions, they ignore the majority of the respondents. So, for instance, there are 17,000 people in Hackney that were presented as a petition to Mayor Philip Glanville, the Mayor of Hackney. He's flagrantly disregarded that. We've seen the same in Oxford, where 93% had comments saying they didn't want it when they put the consultation forward. And this is true of Haringey as well, with 65%. So the first point is democracy. The next point is that it actually simply moves traffic to other areas. It creates huge congestion. It stops everything from deliveries to people being able to do the school run properly, see elderly families. People with disabilities are really massively impacted. Now in Bath, we've seen 15 LTNs go up. They say they want to have 48. And we have a public debate that we had organised in Bath. And you know what, Bev? Our venue was actually stopped. Somehow it got cancelled because they told us at the time they thought it was too political, but then they said it was about numbers. But we've got a new venue, Bev, in Bath that we're doing a big public debate tonight at. We've invited Bath and North East Somerset Council, the councillors, both Sarah Warren and Amanda Rigby. But the main thing is that this is about locals. You know, the Together Association, our declaration, we have hundreds of signatories and members in every area. They try and present this as outsiders coming in. They've done that in Hackney. I'm a resident in Hackney. People say, well, we don't want these outsiders. But actually, as our videos show at the Together Declaration on our socials, this is about residents, shopkeepers, people in hospitality, grandmothers. There's a grandmother in Oxford that's done a really compelling video saying these new bus gates and the 15-minute neighbourhood is going to really impact her. We've seen shops being closed down just recently in Haringey after Tara did a video about the impacts and 65% not wanting them. She's had to close her business down in Haringey and move. We've seen in Oxford a restaurateur after 15 years having to close it only last week because of low traffic neighbours. And of course, Clint Pugh, who spent 30 years regenerating the area, faces the closure of one of his businesses. So it's London, but it's also other areas. And we would really invite people in Bath to come along tonight, and also to have councillors come and have a public debate and stop trying to smear people. It seems that whenever people don't want to debate something or discuss it, and as you know, as we've just seen recently, there's been significant attempts to stop all sorts of debates recently, and with the online safety bill just going through the second hearing at the moment in the Lords, it's vital that we get to discuss this with local residents and businesses. Councillors should explain the merits of their views, why they're not listening to local residents and businesses. These are about damaging harms and impacts, and it's essential. And that's why we say it together. We've got to take back democracy and free our streets, because the public needs to have our voices heard.
Absolutely.